Hi, both. Thanks for joining us today on our Business Gurus channel, where we will be discussing key business topics to help students grasp the most important elements of their course in preparation for their exams and future career. Let's get started.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
So today we're tackling something pretty fundamental for, well, any business making physical stuff.
hmm
How do you manage all those bits and pieces, the parts, the materials? Do you stockpile everything in a giant warehouse? Or is there another way?
Yeah, that's exactly the tension, isn't it? And our source material today, we've got some notes, and actually a pretty useful visual here really gets into one key strategy for managing that stock.
Right. And our mission for this deep dive is to really unpack that strategy. It's called just in time, or JIT. We want to understand it using these sources.
Okay.
So according to this material, what is JIT really?
Okay, so let's dig into what the source says.
Yeah.
At its heart, JIT is about keeping inventory minimal, really minimal.
Okay.
The business doesn't maintain these huge reserves of parts sitting around in a warehouse.
No stockpiles.
Essentially, no.
Yeah.
Instead, the idea is that parts arrive precisely when they're actually needed in the production process, like the same day, sometimes even the same hour.
Right. So that's a huge shift. And the source contrasts this, doesn't it, with the classic just-in-case approach.
Exactly. Just in case is that big warehouse model. You hold tons of stock just in case demand suddenly spikes or maybe a supplier messes up.
Yeah, like having a massive pantry at home, stuffed for any possibility. JIT sounds like the total opposite, more like getting groceries delivered for just tonight's dinner.
That's a good way to put it. And the source really emphasizes why companies go for GIT. It's not arbitrary.
It's got to be cost.
Oh, absolutely. The big driver, according to this, is usually significant cost savings. Think about it. No massive warehouse means lower storage costs, less insurance needed, less waste from parts becoming obsolete.
And less money just tied up, sitting there as stock.
Precisely. That capital can be used elsewhere. So yeah, cost is a major factor here.
Okay, but it sounds almost too simple. Just get it when you need it. The source must mention the catches, right? This sounds like it needs incredible coordination.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's clear this isn't easy. It leans very heavily on having reliable suppliers. That's critical.
Because if they don't deliver exactly on time.
A whole production line can just stop,
Yeah.
dead in its tracks. There's no buffer.
Wow.
And that brings in this concept of lead time, which the source explains.
Lead time. That's the wait, right, between ordering and getting the stuff.
Exactly. The duration between placing the order and receiving the delivery. And for JIT to work, that lead time has to be, well, short, predictable, and super reliable.
Can't be waiting days or even hours sometimes if you need it right now.
You got it. No room for error there.
So then procurement, the whole process of buying things must look totally different in a JIT system.
It really transforms it. It's not just hunting for the lowest price anymore.
Right.
It's about finding suppliers who are rock solid, reliable, who have those short, dependable lead times, and who can maybe deliver multiple times a day, often straight to the factory floor. Our visual force kind of hints at that constant, precise flow.
This reliance, though, on suppliers, on perfect timing, the source implies that's both its strength and maybe its biggest weakness.
Absolutely. That's the double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It's incredibly lean, very cost-effective when everything clicks, smooth sailing. But if anything disrupts that flow,
Yeah.
A strike at the supplier, a big storm delaying transport, even just a batch of parts failing quality control,
There's no backup stock. Production just halts.
almost immediately. So the source implicitly asks, how tough is your supply chain, really? Can it handle shocks?
It totally flips the risk, doesn't it? Instead of the risk being like holding too much old stock,
Yeah.
the risk is now all concentrated in the network.
Yeah.
In trusting your suppliers, your logistics, even your own forecasts, knowing exactly what you need when you need it.
Right. You need excellent forecasting, really tight integration with those suppliers,
Yeah.
super efficient logistics. The notes point out JIT isn't just a purchasing trick. It's a whole operational philosophy. It changes everything. Scheduling, quality, relationships.
Okay, so let's quickly recap what we've pulled from the source material in this deep dive. Just in time, JIT. It's a strategy where parts arrive literally just as they're needed for production.
And it's the polar opposite of that just-in-case idea, holding big buffer stocks in warehouses.
Driven largely by cutting costs, but it absolutely demands super reliable suppliers.
Minimal, predictable lead times, and a really precise procurement function.
It makes you think about that tightrope walk, getting rid of inventory waste, sure, but becoming completely dependent on everything outside your factory gates running like clockwork.
Yeah, perfect execution required.
Which does lead to a final thought, kind of building on those vulnerabilities the source hinted at, something for you, the listener, to mull over.
Right. In a world that seems to be facing more and more disruptions, pandemics, geopolitical stuff, climate impacts, you name it.
How does that core JIT reliance on external precision, on everything going perfectly, stack up against maybe needing more? Resilience, more of a safety net. What's the real cost calculation now between being just in case versus the risk of not being just in time when inevitably things do go wrong?
Thanks to both of you for joining us today. You've been listening to the Business Gurus. Let's now hand it over to you. What further questions do you have based on what we've discussed so far? Leave a comment and we'll get back to you right away. If you haven't already, hit that follow for more business tips.